Oh boy, I don't even know how much you even got to hear if you were listening to the drive home. That was crazy. And the reason I couldn't get right back on is because I was washing the groceries. Yes, you heard that right. I was washing the groceries. Because I cannot stand to every time I go to someone, instead of going to a self-checkout, and ShopRite has no option for self-checkout, every single time. Hold on, I just have to change the stupid age and make sure that's right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, 1 second. I'm almost done here. I can't click off the screen until it's loaded up. Okay. Where's Streamlabs? Here we are. Okay. I thought I was on mute. Mandy, whisper to me. I think I have Happy Mail here that Jimmy partially opened. I believe that's from you, and I think I have Happy Mail too from Barb, and then I think I have a napkin order. I've been running around in circles. Hi, Robin. Hi, Georgia Kenley. First time here, Georgia. Welcome. Donna, hi. T-Prang, Carla, Kathy, J. Cools. I know it's your first time here. Or is it JCW? LZ. I don't know how. Go Hogs. Hello there. Lynn Moon, Flower Girl Phillips, Lee Jane, Judy. How are you doing? Joe Kano, I saw you in the car. Your best friend. Hi. Elise, hello. Linda, hi. Service Dog Olive, hello. Donnie Color, hi. Miss Mary, Julie Hart, T-Pring, I think I got you. Tom Rose, I saw you down under. Purple Passion, stay away from Tom Hanks. One Winner, hello there. Ivy Lynn, hi. Ari, hello there. April, hi. Whoops. Something happened there. Washing groceries? Yeah, I'll explain. There was a reason I washed the groceries. Terry, hi. Mandy, hi. Go Hog, Sue W. Following T-Prang's question. You're following T-Prang's question. How do I get a community page to see all the videos? How to get on the community page? Just go to the channel, right? And then look up on the top. Ow, I'm just going to move this lumbar cushion. And you can see all the little tabs. And one says community, and you just click on community, and it'll bring you to the page. I'll put maybe one of the moderators could put a link in it in a second if I can't. Hold on. I will find it. Sandy Starr, how are you doing? Muka, Tammy Baguette. When you were talking about someone, I was thinking that's what Lori Howes is. Yeah, the end of times, right? Well, my daughter wrote an Instagram story, and then the guy in the Dollar Tree said it. So usually I said you hear things 3-4 times. It's funny. We got hit with a snowstorm, very cold. Where are you, Linda Irby? Hi from Washington State. Oh, Cheryl, be careful. SK Jeans, hi. Peggy Sue got married. Hi there. Social media, websites, applications, and enable users to create and share context or to... What are you doing? I don't understand what you're writing, Tom. It's 11 p.m. and it's time to talk crime and some horrible people that happen to be women right now. and some horrible people. Yeah, we will, Janine. The Stelladora in just a minute. Dark Joker, hi. Jen Proctor, hi. Sassy Darcy, hello there. Mandy Hall, hi. Lori, hi. I got you your best friend, right? Okay, and I also want to take a poll, so remember that, okay? Gigi, Mary Kim, Labamba. Hi, Labamba, your first time here? Are you a fan of Richie Valens? Hey, Sandra DeSandra. Florida shut down. Yeah, I heard that. Let's talk first about the condition of the toilet paper. For some reason, people are going whacked over toilet paper. The Dollar Tree still had a lot of toilet paper, but people were coming in and buying it. Now they're going to gouge it because ShopRite ran out of toilet paper, and a manager had put 2 cases aside because I saw him checking out tonight because I left almost at closing time. So he kept it in the back until now, and then he came out with 2 cases of it. So, yeah. But they'll get it back in because they were stocking up on everything again. So I don't think it's going to be long. But apparently there were fights there today is what I heard. But that could be rumors from the people at the Dollar Tree, right? And the cashier did say the line was like unbelievable. When I went, there was hardly anybody in the store. Okay? I still, like I said to you, I still managed to stock up, on the normal things I would buy. And when I say stock up, I'm talking about pretty much buy what I usually buy. Okay? You know me. I do, there's just certain things I buy. I always have a surplus of pasta, of rice, of beans, of, diced tomato, stuff like that, tomato sauce. I have that all the time. So we have to replenish it again. And I just got nervous, like, oh my gosh, they're going to take this stuff. So I was just buying that. I bought, I buy what else did I get? Fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. Butter. Yeah, butter was going like crazy. Kefir. Sutherland, no. Kefir, Madagascar, vanilla, kefir, and strawberry. And okay, so that's the first thing she did. First, she's not at the register. There's only one register open in the store. That's not bad because there's nobody at the store, right? But of course, I've got a cart that's loaded to the gills. And I start putting my stuff in the conveyor belt. And she's an older woman, okay? She might have COPD. And when she talks, you could tell she's like a 10-pack a day smoker. And she's coughing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just let that cough be this from the cigarettes, right? And I'm just watching her, right? And I'm just like, Carolyn, don't watch her because there's no other cashier in the store. Don't watch her at all. Just try to keep your eyes over here. You'll take care of the stuff when you get home. Just don't look at her because there's nowhere else I'm going to go. Okay? So I'm like, okay, it's COPD. I know it's got to be COPD that she's got. Yeah, okay. She drops the thing of kefir goes flying off. Right? And if it was the Madagascar vanilla one, I would have lost my mind because that was the only one left. And she knocks the thing on the floor. And then she goes around and picks it up. And then when I got home, of course, I washed everything, right? I'm like, I could see like a little bit is like coming out of that one. And she was like, don't worry about that. I'll do that. But I'm just like, what the heck? This lady, right? Okay, anyway. That wasn't it. So she's rubbing her face. She's rubbing her face like crazy, okay? And coughing, rubbing her face. I'm like, oh, this is too freaking much. You've got to be kidding me, right? But then every time she's talking to me, I can just hear her voice is like really, really gravelly. So then I have my own bags because now that we have to have our own bags. So I'm putting my stuff in bags. And she's like, oh, thank you. And I'll start to smell urine. You know when you smell urine like it's It's so strong. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I can explain it to you. Just think about, like, if you had a bathroom where somebody was just missing the toilet and missing the toilet, like a public, I don't go in public restrooms a lot, but yeah, think about like the worst public restroom and the smell of urine is so bad. And I'm going, what the hell is that smell of urine, right? So now all of my reusable shopping bags were brand new because I bought them last time. So when I opened the first one, I said, oh my gosh, what is the smell of urine? And I'm like, could the dog have peed on the bag, right? So I'm like, no. So I'm like, what the hell is that? And as I got like closer, like behind the where they used to have a bagger be, it got stronger and stronger, and we were right near the doors. And I'm thinking, my gosh, what the heck is this? And then I'm like, I know this almost smells like when we were in Penn Station once. And the homeless people were there, and poor things, I mean, they stunk so bad. It was like this, right? So I'm like, there's no home. What is going on? What is this stink of urine, right? And I'm like, could it be this lady? They would never let her work there, and the manager's going around, and then she's like, hey, Jennifer. And then these other people like know her that are getting on the line, and they're talking to her. I've got to ask my sister, because my sister goes to this ShopRite all the time. My sister cannot stand self-checkouts, and she works nearby. My sister will know them all by name, and I found out her name, and I'm gonna ask my sister, does she reek of urine? Because right now I don't know what it was. Okay, so then I'm like, it can't be the bag, and it's getting stronger and stronger, right? Now, and then you're hoping nobody thinks it's you, right? Like anybody that's coming by, because I'm thinking like, do they think it's me? I'm freaking about that, and I still don't know where it's coming from, and I want to ask other people now, but there's hardly anybody in the store. Do you smell urine really, really strong? And then I noticed, like, at one point when she like came over to me or something, then I smelled it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is it her? Is it really her? Is she like, bring it? So between that, her coughing, rubbing her face, touching everything I had, I came home, I washed everything, every box, every container, everything. I wiped everything down, every can. So that's why it took me a long time to get back on. Then I put everything away. Then I went upstairs, got washed up myself, changed my clothes. Okay. And now I'm having an activate, and now I'm here. So that was my big thing. And that's why I cannot stand going to a cashier. So you know. Took a shower. I don't know where Lisa D is. Oh my gosh, I would have left. Linda, no way could I have left. She may have got caught short. What did you see on Town Hall with the doctors? What did Tom say? I didn't see your chat, and the good thing, because I wasn't looking at the chat when I was telling the story, because I knew I would never get home. I mean, never get on with the story. Okay, so yeah, now then, okay, Janine, I've got you covered now. So then I didn't eat anything. So I sanitized in the car, and I went to get something to eat, right? So I ate something. I look at my phone, and I see the Daybell's thing on the news. So apparently, let's get this out. There's a thing about the judge handling the child. I listened to this, and let's look at this. Let me pull it up now that I'm home so I can go through the. Okay. So she postponed, the preliminary hearing is postponed because Lori Daybell, her attorneys request a new judge. So the preliminary hearing for Lori Vallow Daybell will likely be postponed until early May, and her attorneys are requesting that Judge Farron Edens be disqualified from the case. Daybell was scheduled to appear for a 2-day hearing on March 18th and 19th. Right now I'm thinking, like, is she thinking, I'll get out on bail, I won't be due back till early May. That'll give me a lot of time. I'm just wondering. 18th and 19th, but court documents show Madison County Prosecuting Attorney Rob Wood and Daybell's attorney Mark Means are requesting that proceedings be held May 7th and 8th at the Madison County Courthouse. Means also filed paperwork asking that Edens no longer preside over the case. A reason was not listed, but it wasn't listed, but that I heard on the news thing that I watched that it's because he's handling the child, something in the child protection with her, and it could be a conflict of interest. And from what I heard on the news, that the judge himself has to make the decision whether he wants to recuse himself from the proceedings. That's what I heard. Let's see what this says. Daybell remains in the Madison County Jail on $1 million bail. She is charged with 2 counts of felony child desertion and non-support of children, along with several misdemeanors. During the preliminary hearing, Wood will need to prove that there is enough evidence of the felony charges for the case to proceed from the magistrate court to the district court. Rexburg defense attorney Joshua Garner, who is not connected to the case, told the East Idaho News there could be a variety of reasons for the continuation of the hearing. The state might need additional time to gather and prepare witnesses to gather evidence, and there could potentially be charges from other jurisdictions that they might know about and are trying to consolidate them all together. When it does happen, the state will put on a portion of their case to show probable cause. The defense is there to cross-examine, try to narrow down the issues, and find additional information that has not been released. If the case does advance to district court, Daybell will ultimately face a jury trial unless a plea agreement is worked out. Paperwork regarding the continuance of the preliminary hearing and the motion to disqualify Edens will likely be signed Thursday, which was today. So let's see what happened now. From what I heard in the car, let's see. It was just that she was seeking it. Now, did he make a decision? They said he should have made it yesterday. I guess not. Not that we know, right? To have the judge disqualified. Yeah, and that's the East. Let me see, the other local news said what? Attorneys have filed a motion, okay. I saw a local newscast and they mentioned that there was another case he was on, and that's why it was a conflict of interest, they said. But I guess they didn't make a decision there. Let me go back. Did anybody hear of any decision that the judge made? Snow Remover says, did you see Nate Eaton's enhanced video where Lori and Chad were on video together on October 3rd? Were they at the storage unit? And Tammy died October 19th. And he slapped her butt. Something fishy. Wait a minute. Are you sure of those dates? Because the storage unit stuff happened in October around that time. I thought Tammy died in September. Oh my gosh, Carolyn, what? What one, Minor? Are you behind in the chat? No decision, no decision. Okay. You went to 3 supermarkets and 2 chemists and was told, oh my gosh, yeah, toilet paper you could still get. It was, they had it, but people were going crazy coming in the Dollar Tree for toilet paper, but I'm sure ShopRite will be stocked up again. Okay. Rabbit Dog said to tell you hello. Oh, hello, Rabbit Dog. Julie, everyone said, don't worry, now it's here, now we're screwed. No, we're not screwed. No, we're not screwed, Julie. Don't. Everybody that I spoke to in the store was saying, oh my gosh, this is panic. This is panic buying. In fact, everybody was mentioning YouTube in the store. I couldn't believe how many people were mentioning YouTube. And then I told the guys at the dollar store, I said, you know, I go live on YouTube just about every night. And I've told people not to panic. And he said people shouldn't be panicking. It's ridiculous what they're doing. And you know what it is? You know what it is? It's about people feeling panicky, and they can't control much, but they can control having a lot of toilet paper, having a lot of paper towels, and it makes them feel comfortable. Okay? It's a type of, it's like OCD, okay? Somebody does the ritual, they feel comfortable. The ritual doesn't really protect them. The ritual really doesn't change anything, but the ritual makes them feel comfortable. Buying all of this toilet paper and doing all this stuff is helping them be comfortable in this panic that they're being thrust into, okay? And everybody's saying, don't panic, but then there's those that are saying panic, 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 panic. Right, it's the hysteria that's causing the shortage. It's because people are hoarding it. Okay? Please, do you honestly believe we are going to be locked up in our homes? It has nothing to do with toilet paper. But I don't know if you did hear what I said, that Deborah Norville was sitting here like this on whatever the heck she's on, Inside Edition or something. She was in her kitchen. They can't go in the building. And what I said was, can you imagine if this changes the way things are done? And I don't know if you heard me about like the cafeteria and the all-purpose room, but what if Deborah Norville says, you know what? I like broadcasting from my kitchen. I like it. And then the whole Inside Edition, all the producers say, hey, we're saving a lot of money having everybody broadcast from their house. And what if things start changing and a lot of people, a lot of companies start getting rid of people in the office and using all the telecommute options, and it might change, our world a lot. But yeah, Mary's right. Don't panic. It's being pushed on us. It's just, even my daughter said, she had to pay $6 for toilet paper, and she didn't pay that because she's stocking up on it. She paid that because she needed toilet paper, okay? Because she doesn't, stockpile it. But she said, some people are getting almost a high out of this, okay? And they are. Some people are enjoying this for a number of reasons. Some people are price gouging. Okay, I told you the convenience store guys were coming in the Dollar Tree and they bought 3 cases of toilet paper. He's going to take it to his convenience store and he's going to sell it for 4 times the price, 5 times the price, 6 times the price, whatever the market will bear, he'll sell it for. That's what happened to the hand sanitizer. The hand sanitizer went on eBay and it went on Amazon. Go look, you'll see the Dollar Tree brand there and it's being price gouged. Okay? So there are people that are loving it for the money-making opportunity. Then there are the people that love drama, okay? So now it's like, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. They're feeling like they're in this really, movie, whatever it is, and they're going to keep buying rice and pasta and building, like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're enjoying it. Even my daughter said it to me. People are enjoying it. It's like the first time something like this has ever happened to this extent. It's something with, we're going to look back and remember when, that one, the toilet paper was going crazy. They're in a movie. It's exciting. Hurry up. We got to go to that other store. How much toilet paper could we get? Right? And then maybe they're thinking, we're going to stockpile all the toilet paper. Maybe then, who knows? They might have an ulterior motive for all that toilet paper. So it's just, you've got a lot of that going on. Okay? And IMV, URV. Say prayers for me because I have to touch straws and cups and all kinds of stuff. Ann, what are you talking about? Price gouging is not allowed. I know, but they're doing it on Amazon, Hennessy. It might not be exciting for you, Sharon, but it's exciting for a lot of people. It's exciting for a lot of people. It most definitely is. It most definitely is. Well, Potter, maybe not for you. For a lot of people, it's very enjoyable. And 3 bottles of rubbing alcohol, and I felt bad. I gave them to elderly ladies in the store. Oh, that's nice, Johnny Color. Did you know hundreds have recovered from the virus? Yes. Yes, and there's people that didn't even know they had it. This is going to, that's what's more, is the economic impact this is going to have. And that's exactly what the guy in the Dollar Tree was saying. The guy in the Dollar Tree was saying, I'm not worried about getting it. I'm not worried about washing my hands. I'm worried about what this means for our economy. Okay? Because what this is going to throw us into is probably going to be a recession. That I'm worried about. That's a big thing. Oh yeah, Ed Sarah? It's not that there's nothing to worry about, Julie, and we've never said there's nothing to worry about. We've said to be careful, to wash your hands, to use common sense. Like my daughter's not going to Ecuador. Protect yourself like that. For me, I live like that every day. That's why I came home and washed all my groceries. Well, no, Sassy. Actually, the prices in ShopRite were probably the lowest I have seen them. Pasta for like 81 cents a pound. Tomato sauce and everything. Everything was on sale. Everything that anyone would want to buy was on sale there, and which is very odd for ShopRite. 99 cents for Evelyn's eggs. I've never paid 99 cents for a dozen eggs from Evelyn's in my life. And that's why she said I saved $160. So, Anne, I don't, yeah, Lysol, but I don't use Lysol. There's a lot of other things that kill it too. Gas is $1. Yeah, Jimmy said gas was, he said, I filled up your car. It was cheaper than it was in Pennsylvania. Now, normally Pennsylvania would always be cheap for us. And he filled up my car here right in New York, right down at a convenience store, which is very close to it, which usually you don't get the best price. And he got it for a really good price. People see each other panic, and they're following each other without thinking. Exactly, one winner. Yeah, it is cheap, right, Donnie Color? Hi, Gail. How are you? Gas $1. Yeah, when have you seen it? $1.89. Where are you, Ann? Where are you, Ann? $1.89. It's not that cheap here, but all the public schools, our schools are not shutting down so far. The colleges, the SUNY and the CUNYs are. Archdiocese has followed. Parochial schools, no church services. Tuberculosis, SARS. Petrol is 99 cents. Oh, wow. Hi, Nora. Where are you, Ann? Oh, you're in Oklahoma? Oh, wow. $1.86, Sharon. That's crazy. I think Jimmy said $2.29, and we were like overjoyed. Hi, Maui Chickadee. Hi, Karen. Oh, you're public store. And Amy, you're where? In New Mexico? Are you in New Mexico? Hi, Ivy. They said gas is going to go down drastically. Stockpile gas. That's what you should do for the lawnmowers for the summer. And for generators and stuff like that. People will be stockpiling gas. You're in Arkansas, it's $1.99. Your son is graduating high school, and that might be messed up. Oh, yeah, probably they're seeing your trip and everything, right? Protect yourself. Biggest thing, wash hands. Don't touch your face. Stay 6 feet away when you're talking to people. You can wear gloves. According to the, what did you say? According, all these things will help to not get the virus. You paid $6 for 6 rolls at Safeway. You went shopping also this evening, and a lot of people were panicking, but I wasn't purchasing sanitizer. The cashier said they're restocking everything in a couple of days. Yeah, they're not panicked. The cashiers are still talking about going into work. You know, they're not panicked. They're not shutting everything down. It's. I feel like we have fears before, like Ebola and SARS. Yeah. Ebola is something, believe me, I would be out of my mind. Ebola is like a death sentence, okay? You're not having many people, if any, recover from that. That would scare me out of my mind if we had Ebola running rampant. It's not Ebola. We have to use universal precautions that we should be using anyway. Lady on chat, Elise, is in the hospital with it. Who? Who's in the hospital with it? Elise K? Wait. Who's in the hospital? Hi, Sulfur Music. Okay. ShopRite had water as far as the eye could see. They still had paper towels. They still had plenty of food. I know it's much more contagious, but people are recovering from it. And little kids, they think little kids are either getting it so mildly that their parents think they have colds and something, or they're not getting it at all. And there's a lot of people that could get it and not get sick. The stuff you buy is all gone, like what? It's the compromised people that have to be worried. Yes. The compromised people need to be worried anyway during flu season. They have to be worried anyway. This is another thing to add to their worries, but Elise K? Where's Elise K? Elise K, come to the front of the room. You're in the hospital with the coronavirus? Where do you live? Elise, I forget, where are you? Where do you live? She lives over, she's not in the U.S., right? If I have the right Elise. I think she lives in the Netherlands, or where does she live? Elise, where do you live? If you get, it's very mild, except elderly people and people with immune diseases, yeah. You're in the hospital with it. You sent me an email? Okay, hold on a minute. All right, let me read Elise's email, okay? She's in Norway, that's what I thought. Okay. Panicking is not going to do you a darn bit of good. I'm just telling you guys that. You know what I'm hearing in my head? That's that song. You gotta be tough. You gotta be, yeah. You gotta stay together. Okay. Panicking is not gonna do you a bit of good. All right, let me see here. Oh, wow, I didn't see this. The subject of Elise's email is I'm infected. Hi, dear Carolyn. Will you please ask the Rambler community to pray for me? I'm infected with the coronavirus and I'm so afraid. I'm quite ill and admitted with a high fever and I have some trouble breathing. I'm on a lot of oxygen, but still my saturation is low. I'm a nurse myself, so I know it's not... Hold on a minute. I can't see the end. I've got to minimize my screen here because your email. Okay. So I know it's not a good sign. At the moment, the doctors are discussing if I need to be put on a ventilator. Oh no, Elise. I have a heart condition, asthma, and several autoimmune diseases, among them Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I have Hashimoto's, yeah. I never heard thyroiditis, but I have Hashimoto's, and I've had it apparently as long as I've been low thyroid, and she only told me about it like a year ago. I still hope I'm strong. You are going to be strong enough to fight this, Elise. I believe in prayers, so that would mean a lot to me if you could put me on the Mommy Ramblings community praying list. Absolutely. Norway is one of the countries in the world with the highest percent of infected people. Really, and we don't hear about it on the news at all. We are on lockdown now, and we don't hear about Norway on the news at all. From today, every kindergarten, school, and university is closed. Every concert or gathering with more than 50 people are canceled. Everyone is told to stay indoors for 2 weeks. But for me, the advice came too late. I was probably infected when I helped an elderly lady that fell walking off a cruise ship in Oslo 2 weeks ago. You went on a cruise, Elise? Yikes. She was from Italy? We now know several people on that cruise ship were infected. I hope you and your family will go clear of the virus. I also hope whomever are so crazy that they call the police to your house, they stop the craziness. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm in the hospital. I thought of it today while listening to you, that your voice to me is a remembrance of that something in my life is still like it used to be. I hope what I wrote is understandable. Took me 2 hours because I'm so low on energy. But since you and your community have been such an important part of my life for quite some time, I felt the need to write to you and tell you about my situation. Your Norwegian friend, Elise K. Oh my gosh, Elise. Well, I'm definitely praying for you, and I'm sure everyone else is too. We'll add you to the prayer list and keep praying for you. You can fight this. I know that you can. You've got to, I know that's what they said about the breathing, right? And I'm sure they're giving you steroids and everything because of the asthma. Yeah, I mean, they talk about Italy all the time, but whatever I'm seeing, they don't talk about Norway. But we're all here for you, Elise. Your husband and little girl have had the bug, but I feel you're coming on now too. You're staying positive. It could just be a cold, Stephanie. Everyone in the chat is sending you prayers and good thoughts and everything. Elise, you're in good hands, Two Scooters said. They've shut the MB. Yes, they have. Not your friend. If you go to YouTube channel. Okay. Vala, hi. Did they close the schools there, Karen DW? You have 5 confirmed cases in San Diego. I am leaving here soon, Elise. You are first on my list. Rest and pray. You're leaving where? You're leaving where soon? Where are you going? Renee said she's sending healing light and energy for you, Elise. 70% of the people in China are recovering, Lufa said. Sandy said, I was sick for 2 days, low-grade fever and body aches, went to bed for 2 days and feel better now. Did you get tested, Sandy? Do you know if you had it or not? You were not on the cruise. You just saw the woman fall when she came off the boat to visit Oslo. Wow, really? You got the call tonight. Hubby's company has everyone working from home. You're a bit worried about getting it. But you're not worried about getting it, but you worry about your son getting it, Karen? They have closed the public schools in my town for 3 weeks. Yeah, they haven't closed our schools yet. Our school is closed tomorrow, but it has nothing to do with this. It has to do with parents' conferences and stuff. Or not a teacher workshop day. No test available for you? China now recovering, that's good news, yes. There are very few tests, very few. See, we need to hear more positive. We all have to be strong. Paper masks are only effective for 20 minutes. How long does it test positive for those wanting to see if they had it? I'm not sure, Alicia. She's a nurse, yes. Hi, Auntie Cuckoo. Some of our schools, Kaladisi said, are closing as well. Chicago public schools are huge, not closed now. They are disinfected. I've been getting emails about stores. Have you been getting emails from like Target and Macy's and JCPenney saying that they're disinfecting their stores and, come and shop and stuff? Really, Kristen? They're closing for 3 weeks? That's interesting to hear. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, if they're having this thing, maybe they're going to make a decision on that. I don't know, right? How much notice did they give you guys? Are your kids going to have to go to school longer? Or are they going to have something online? What are they doing? They closed Denver public schools for the next 3 weeks. St. Patty's, yeah, they're canceling a lot of things, yes. Have 20-something cases in Houston area, which worries me. They say with warm weather it slows down, but we're mid-80s here. With warm weather it slows down. I would think with cold weather it would kill it. With warm weather, I would think warm weather would be a breeding ground. You got those emails, Open Minds? Kids are going on spring break for a week next week down in South Texas. Oh dear. Found out today the school is closed for at least 2 weeks. We will all get through this, ramblers. Stay vigilant and use common sense. I read in here last night that someone went in Family Dollar and they had about 100 people in there cleaning. Really? Warm weather does not slow it down. No, it slows with warm weather. No, it slows with warm weather. I don't see how that would work like that. That's what I thought, Carolyn, because the Antarctic has no cases. All church activities and services are canceled for Latter-day Saints in Utah. All public schools in New Mexico will be closed for the next 3 weeks. If Kristen's not far from me, she's in another state, but if her schools are closed for 3 weeks, I have just a feeling that our schools may be following suit, and maybe that's what maybe this was scheduled, this teacher conference day for themselves. But maybe that's what they're going to decide if all the schools around are closing for 3 weeks. Sulfur Music says there is zero proof that it slows down in any kind of weather. Alaska has a few confirmed cases, Angie said. Heat denatures protein, Mama T said. Does anyone live in the Antarctic? Liz wants to know. The problem is my son is still student teacher, can't get certification credit if not there. That will mean 3 semesters to get 1 semester in, but it will be fine. They need to treat it exactly like they did with scarlet fever. What did you say, Gigi? My brother had it when we were young. We weren't allowed to go to school for that reason. I'm careful and 75% germaphobe, so hygiene is automatic. Just like the flu is always worst in winter months, right? Okay. I think they are afraid to mass test. But I also have a friend that lives in Arizona with kids, and her kids constantly have the stomach virus. Constantly. I've never seen someone get the stomach virus so much. And she's not the only one. And then I have friends in Florida, and their kids seem to have a stomach bug all the time. So I think the warm weather is horrible for stomach virus type bugs. The reason there are less infections in the summer is that the kids are not in class rubbing together. Right, yeah, very true. Antarctica has no cases. That's interesting, it's freezing there. Closing schools. Can I ask, did you guys hear about Zantac? Does anybody here take Zantac, or did you take Zantac? Stop it immediately. Stop it immediately. Your granddaughter seems to keep that stomach virus. Trudeau's wife tested positive. You sent me a link. Oh, okay. Thanks, now remember. They met all day. Oh, the final decision didn't come back? Around 9:30? Oh, wow. Why what? You stopped taking Zantac. No, don't buy the Zantac, Allison. Are you joking? Don't buy it. My dad did, and we stopped. You took it about a year ago. Because it's for acid reflux, right? It's really, really bad. It's no. You don't want Zantac. It's off the shelves now. But there's a class action lawsuit. There's a class action lawsuit for it. They said, and the drug companies knew about the amount of carcinogens in it. That's what they're saying. And but just stop. Don't. Your husband takes it? No, Carrie Lynn, he can't. I don't think they manufacture it anymore. I didn't hear about that one, Julia. I heard about Zantac and generic versions of it. What's grass spray? I don't know what grass spray. Oh, you mean the Roundup? Everyone doesn't use that. I don't use that. You're talking about Roundup? That's horrible stuff. Is it? I'll tell you what it is. I heard it on the news tonight, and then I came... Hold on, let me see. Okay, so lawsuits have been filed alleging that Sanofi Aventis, maker of Zantac, failed to warn users that the medicine could produce unsafe levels of a probable carcinogen after being ingested. Attorneys working with ClassAction.org are now investigating whether more lawsuits can be filed on behalf of Zantac users who were diagnosed with certain types of cancer. The lawsuits, if successful, could help pay for medical expenses and other damages associated with taking Zantac. Did Zantac get recalled? In late October 2019, Sanofi issued a voluntary recall of all Zantac OTC over-the-counter tablets, which include Zantac 150, Zantac 150 Cool Mint, and Zantac 75, in light of the FDA findings. Since late September 2019, several generic medications, including over-the-counter and prescription drugs, have also been recalled. Check out the FDA's website for the latest recall information. Let me see. And FDA's website. Here's the I can put up this link. I'll put this link in the chat if you want to check it out. You can go there. I'm trying to catch up with the chat now. Don't take it anymore, Carolyn. Vinegar supplements help with acid reflux. CVS has a safe reflux brand. Is it bad for your upper respiratory? It causes pneumonia. What are you talking about? What is? Not the Zantac? That's not what I heard. I heard something else. I look worried? No. Nothing, Brianna. I'm not worried. I'm talking about Zantac. Oh, really? Colic baby? Yeah, but loofah, you can't even buy it now, so it's bizarre. Tagamet is what I use. People need to see the facts. I should have done what you did. What who did? Soul for Music, what who did? What's going on? I'm trying to read what's going on between Soul for Music. Here, what she's saying about Stephanie's quoting a statement. Experts say heat reduces the growth and longevity of the virus. It doesn't, however, lessen the ease of transmitting the virus. Taken off the market here a while ago. You took it for years, Wake Up? Okay, so why no Zantac? I put a link in there. It's not good. It's found to have carcinogens in it at a high level, and it was taken off the market. So if you have any around, don't keep taking it. All medications have side effects. We have to choose the safest one sometimes. We can come off the plane and give it to you no matter the weather. It's horrible, Allison Ray. What's horrible? Allison Ray. Everything's... Oh, the FDA doesn't regulate a lot of things, and how did Johnson & Johnson sell their products, and they knew what they had in them. And even when they were reformulating the baby line, they still continued to sell the other line, even though they knew it caused cancer. If you've ever seen the documentary that the Johnson & Johnson grandson made, and you hear the way it's disgusting. You'd never buy another Johnson & Johnson product as long as you lived. You're in the UK. Stated that 80% of the population will get the virus. Yeah, well, they've stated that here, that most of us are going to get it. Cheap crayons. Try going to, you mean you want to melt them down, Sammy? I mean, if you want broken crayons and stuff like that, ask around at, I don't know, preschools, or look in Salvation Armies, or, cheap crayons. You can get them. The Dollar, I don't know how many you need. Dollar Tree has crayons. You could get even cheaper ones like Rose Art or something. Pretty cheap. New ones. Why is the next 2 weeks important? Once the testing is done, the numbers will go up. The numbers are going to go way up. They have only been a total of around 11,000 tests. Right, absolutely. The numbers are going to go way up. Why would you? What did you miss, Karen? Did you miss something? What is Wonder Woman? Everyone's panic is what it's most destructive. It is. Exactly, Wonder Woman. Exactly. Panicking is not going to help. Oh, you don't know because you're... No, usually I am too a lot of the times, Karen, and I'm pretty... I miss stuff, but that's just because I'm usually talking. Miami canceling spring break and sending kids home. I hit the like before I came in. Can your husband stay inside? I hate Top Chat. President is considering banning some domestic travel. Hey, Uber girl. Where is you go, girl? Haven't seen you in a long time. It will be here in the future, just like the flu. Panic also weakens your immune system. I have provisions for a couple of weeks or so. Shouldn't need to go out much. Mainly just be aware of washing your hands and not touching your face. Just be smart. You work in a retirement community, they're going to screen everyone coming through the door. I don't like the companies are so underprepared. They should have more stock if we want to buy it. I'm not panicked at all. I'm truly not. I'm a teacher and I deal with the flu every year. However, this is different. We need to be proactive, take precautions, and stay away from crowds. I hope all of you are calming down a bit. Try not to worry. Hugs, Linda says. Everyone remember the film Gannon? The what? I belong to a medical blog. There is a shortage of PPE because it's made in China. Do you mean toilet paper? What's... I'm trying not to panic, but it's scary not knowing what's... Yeah, and that's why people are trying to balance that fear by trying to get something they can control, like the amount of toilet paper they have. We will go get some ammunition for our guns. We don't have any around, but we will. Panic is definitely bad, but some people aren't doing enough to protect others. The guy who flew on JetBlue from JFK to Palm Beach got a text. Well, did you see the guy that was doing like the Elaine thing, touching all the mics and stuff, and then he got the coronavirus at the basketball, right? You saw that, right? Oh, personal protective equipment. You can't get a thermometer to take your temp. Sold out everywhere? Really? Did you try Amazon? But the face masks, they're not. So anyway, let's talk about something else right now. Baby Evelyn, I put up a video. What about the bidet? What about the bidet? If you have a bidet for what? Why? What's good about a bidet? Tell me. What are you talking about? What is a bidet doing for you? Tell me what a bidet is doing for you. I don't know. Who said that? Atsira? Oh, to save on toilet paper. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Japanese, I have one. I have the Japanese toilet that does that, and you're not supposed to use toilet paper. We have that. Yeah, we have that Japanese toilet. It's in one of my videos. We have it, and I did a blog post on it. I didn't know what the freak you guys are talking about. Oh, it's kind of personal. I know. We have one. I have a Toto. I have a Toto with the best bidet there is on it. We did a whole blog collab with them. They sent us the toilet, everything. Okay, so let's talk about. I have to tell Jimmy that. We didn't even think of that. Yeah, I have a video about it, Gigi. I was going to say there's a video about that. There's a video with a statement from Tommy Sr. There's a video about another new little boy case. Now I have to ask a question. The little boy case, little King Brown, horrible case we talked about last night. There's another video with some information about it. It's warm water, Janelle, and the seat is heated. The best thing I love about that toilet is the heated seat. The heated seat and the automatic seat. It opens when you walk in front of it, and it closes when you're done. And then it cleans the toilet and everything. Okay, here's the poll. Okay, someone said they're having a hard time with the cases with little kids, like King Brown. I, however, feel, yes, they're very hard. Yes, they are. But especially with the King Brown case, when not only law enforcement, CPS were well aware of this child. And in light of cases like that Gabriel Fernandez case and the cases in South Carolina, where CPS has dropped the ball again and again and again, I think if we don't cover them because they're hard, that we are not doing the right thing, because these kids lost their lives and the system failed them miserably. And if we don't cover it because it's uncomfortable for us, well, think about the uncomfort that these children went through. That's what I think. And I'm not saying it's going to change something, but I know for damn sure if we don't look at it, we're not doing anything. And if we have influence, and if we can discuss something and we can keep it out there, we can say this system failed them, maybe, just maybe, they're going to have to start holding these CPS workers accountable and these police officers accountable. So what I want to know is if you feel like I do that, yes, they're uncomfortable, but we still have to cover them, put a 1. And if you feel that, nope, I'm uncomfortable with it and I don't want to cover it, CPS is never going to change and I'd rather sweep it away, put a 2. Okay, there go the 1s. We must talk about it, Angie said. Talking about it helps. Totally agree, Carolyn. The facts need to be told. Absolutely, Carolyn. Continue what you do. CPS is corrupt. Stories need to be told over again. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to take a poll. Okay. What I said, choking on ashes, is someone said that the stories about the little children, the little babies, the toddlers that are killed at the hands of their parents or through child abuse through some member of the family are getting really hard to handle. And maybe we should not cover those. But I said to this person, and I feel this way, the person didn't mean harm, but I just said, if we sweep it under the rug, that what chance do we have to bring awareness and change it? And we have a platform because we can bring awareness to something. And these little children died, and they experienced a great deal of discomfort, right? Like that little boy that froze to death in the garage after being beaten, and CPS dropped the ball there. And now with this little boy, King Brown, CPS and law enforcement had both been at that house several times. They knew of this child, and still no one did anything. And Tim Jones, we have we could go on and on. But if we don't cover it, Gabriel Fernandez, if we don't cover it, we're saying like their lives really didn't mean much. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, we can make a difference. Maybe we say, hey, this is wrong, and publicize it and keep putting it out there, and these children are dying, and then maybe the laws will change, and maybe, these CPS workers are going to have to start to be accountable. The cop's son, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about, the little boy that froze to death. AJ, right? AJ, yeah. So yes, it's hard. Yes, it's not easy, but I don't think we can just let it go. I don't think we can go, oh, that's another child. I don't want to do it because it's hard. You can't. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I like to make sure that we're all, for the most part, okay with that and on the same page. We are doing a cold case. We're trying to do the one in Texas. There were so many red flags. The crafting is a way to get rid of the stress. You provide both. Yeah. Okay. We need to stand with these people who are fighting for this. Yeah. Thomas Valvo's mom. Yep. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, that's all. Who else is going to fight for them? That's the way I feel. It's not that we're just doing nothing with it. I think we all can do a lot, not only just bringing awareness to it. I think there's a lot of other things we can do. Thanks, Carla. That is what I heard. A little nervous to watch it with the tissue shortage. That's a very, 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 very hard to watch. Extremely hard to watch, I will tell you. It's hard to watch. I'm going to listen, but I'm off to bed, not feeling well. I'll help you feel better. They released some info today in T. Stauch's case. Oh, okay, I'll take a look. We need to be the voice of the children. The abuse they endured was ignored by the CPS. You have to ask what they didn't see. Yeah, and I mean, it's getting old. Like, oh, it fell through the cracks. Oh, they're overworked. Oh, this. Oh, that. I just wish they released them. It's not going to happen. It'll happen, not at this point right now, I think. Mika Jordan. Karen, I may have, sometimes I know your case by the details and not the name. The more it's discussed, it will bring attention to the broken system and hopefully change be made. Okay. Is the case, oh, Durst. No, I was listening to a little bit of that today. That was so incredible. Did you hear the brother? And the brother's like, I went to the house at one time, and the wife that went missing, he said she came like in a sexy little nightie to the door, and that Robert, while Seymour, the brother, was there, kept lifting it up. And Kathy kept saying, stop it, Robert. Stop it, Robert. And then his brother was very animated. All you heard is the audio. And from what I heard. And then there was the other thing that the brother Seymour was screaming that Robert said, did she ask you for money? And he's screaming in the courtroom to say how he said it. And they said, well, what is it? And he goes, I thought he was going to kill me. But Seymour has a lot, could have ulterior motives and everything. But yeah, it was really weird. So you said something about Tisha now, right? So let me see. Let's see. Search continued for 11-year-old Colorado boy Gannon Stauch. This is March 12th. El Paso County Sheriff's Office employees were searching in an area off Highway 83 and Highway 105. There were rumors circulating on social media about a coroner's vehicle being on the scene. Sergeant Deborah Minot confirmed with 11 News the search for Gannon is continuing, and he is yet to be found. The stepmother of 11-year-old Gannon was formally charged for first-degree murder and other charges on Wednesday. Her arrest came 5 weeks to the day after she first reported her stepson a runaway to authorities. She arrived in El Paso County following a nearly 48-hour cross-country journey from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where she was arrested March 2nd on first-degree murder charges. Letecia slipped out of the handcuffs in the back of her transport vehicle from South Carolina to Colorado and reportedly attacked a deputy. The deputy was taken to the hospital with injuries. That's why her transport was suddenly stopped, and that's why Letecia was jailed in Kansas for about 12 hours. She was released Thursday morning from Kansas jail and appeared for her video advisement in Colorado Springs on Thursday. El Paso County Sheriff's Office was asked to comment on the report and said they cannot comment at this time. Gannon's whereabouts remain unknown, but in a somber news conference in the past, law enforcement acknowledged the outcome people across the country had been praying would not come to pass. We do not believe Gannon is alive, said El Paso County Lieutenant Mitch Mihalko. Gannon's shattered mother, Landon Hyatt, said she received the horrible news just a few hours before the public did, that the woman she had entrusted with her son was suspected of killing him. I never thought I would be standing here, she told reporters. This is a nightmare. Gannon's mom and dad stood behind law enforcement as representatives from the various agencies involved in the case stepped up to the podium to address Teisha's arrest and promise justice for the family. Okay. Many court documents sealed. There were about 30 pages of court documents that media sources have obtained in the case. A lot of the documents contain requests from Letecia's attorney asking the judge to keep the case practically sealed and out of the public. And one of the documents asked for the judge to ban all media coverage from the case, citing unfair coverage and negative publicity, making it so her client will have an unfair trial. These are not all the court documents, and there should be more to come. Meanwhile, the quest to bring Gannon home to his family has not changed. We still want to bring Gannon home so we can have a proper burial and so his family can achieve the closure they need, said Michael Allen, who will be the lead prosecutor in the case. Mihalko said investigators were continuing to make progress in locating Gannon. Information has developed that is helping us narrow our search, he said. The community can expect to see activity related to this case in the weeks and months ahead, he added. Our work is only just beginning, and you will continue to see many law enforcement officials in El Paso County over the coming weeks and possible months as we continue our relentless pursuit of justice for Gannon and his family. Law enforcement is asking anyone with credible information to report it to the El Paso County Sheriff's Office at their tip line 719-520-6666. I'm not sure. What else did you, who's the one that, what else did you, is there anything else that you're saying? You're saying that new information came out beyond that? Hi, Kevin. I wonder if the daddy has seen his wife hitting on his son. Dee had no problems with the press before she went to jail. I just don't get all the kids being killed by those closest to them. Do not think everything should be sealed. The case is the people versus... Yeah, but they will unseal it at some point. Right now... released all the witness names in a list and the motion paperwork. Oh, the witness names? Okay. Absolutely, Carrie Lynn, yeah. Oh, here they are, okay. I mean, here's the documents. You know how to get to the documents, right? The ones that are public right now? Colorado Judicial Branch. So, complaint and information. A lot of these are going to be her asking, like they said, for... Here, I'll pull them over here. They're like this, right? Okay, these are right off the Colorado Judicial site. So, these are her counts, the charges that we saw. And let me just pull this up over here so I can read it at the same time. Let me make it larger for you. Count 1, on or about January 27th, Letecia Stauch unlawfully, feloniously, and knowingly, we had that thing last night, right? Caused the death of Gannon Stauch, a child who had not yet attained 12 years old. And the defendant was in a position of trust with respect to the victim in violation of this section. Child abuse resulting on or about January 27th, 2020. Letecia unlawfully, feloniously, knowingly, or recklessly caused an injury to or permitted to be unreasonably placed in a situation that posed a threat or injury to the life or health of a child, namely Gannon, and engaged in continued pattern of conduct that resulted in cruel punishment or mistreatment that resulted in the death of the child in violation of section blah, blah, blah. Okay. On or about January 27th, 2020, Letecia Stauch, believing that an official proceeding was pending, in progress, or about to be instituted, and acting without legal right or authority, unlawfully and feloniously, willfully destroyed, mutilated, concealed, removed, or altered a human body, part of a human body, or human remains with intent to impair it or their appearance or availability in the official proceedings in violation of this section. Tampering with physical evidence on or about January 27, 2020, Letecia Stauch, believing that an official proceeding was pending or about to be instituted and acting without legal right or authority, unlawfully and feloniously destroyed, mutilated, concealed, removed, or altered physical evidence with intent to impair its verity or availability in the pending or prospective official proceeding in violation of section. All offenses against the peace and dignity of the people of the state of Colorado. Enclosed witness list. So the Federal Bureau of Investigation, these are all from the FBI. Okay. Department of Corrections, Federal Bureau of Investigation, El Paso County Sheriff's Office, all law enforcement so far. Okay, these are all FBI. Colorado Springs Police. Okay, all law enforcement. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Okay, so then there's, what are these? A lot from Myrtle Beach. Police Department, Myrtle Beach Police Department. Colorado Springs. Okay, and then we've got James from Avis Rental. Okay, and then these people had their information redacted. Big Wave Car Wash, Petco, Capital One Bank, Waste Management Transfer Station, Kohl's, Conoco, Petco, Conoco, oh, it's 333. Hey there, Avis Rental, Ring Law Enforcement Specialist, Waste Management, Memorial Hospital Security, Vapor Source Manager. Here, that's that wide field district that I told you guys along, when was it, last week or something? She got released. Avis Rental, Bank of America, Mountain View Electric, Petco Loss Prevention, Subway, Green Dot, Representative Green Dot Cards, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Avis Rental, Mike Maroon from Volkswagen, PayPal. PayPal is probably, she had, you know, she had a Poshmark account where she sold things online. You know, do you know that? She had a Poshmark account. Conoco, Come and Go, Phillips 66, Principal from the Green Mountain School, Wells Fargo, American Express, Synchrony Bank, Subway, Enterprise Risk Manager, Butler County Coroner's Office. Whoops. Hold on, that thing just jumped like crazy. What was that about? Where the heck were we? Over here, Butler County. Yeah. Verizon, Easy Lock, Come and Go, Colorado National Heritage Program, Colorado Springs Police, Conoco Subway, the Widefield School District, Norwood Development, Wells Fargo, Next of Kin of Gannon, Stauch, unknown, Safe Passage. Safe Passage, is that, it sounds like a domestic violence group, right? Bevel and Gardner, Defendant Information, female, height, no height, 130, okay. Agency. Why would they need to talk to Subway? Maybe she made a stop in there. Maybe they have her on camera. Maybe they have her on camera. Let's see what else is on the documents. Notice of representation and demand for notice of any non-testimonial identification proceed. Let me see if this is. This is just about her rights for counsel. So nothing interesting in those for any. Let's see, and then statutory case law. Yeah, that's just procedural. Limit pretrial publicity. That's when she was trying to limit the pretrial. It says, Letecia Stauch, by and through counsel, moves this court to enter an order limiting the dissemination of information by the attorneys, their agents, employees, and all law enforcement investigators, personnel, and employees, and all court personnel concerning this case. The motion is made on the following grounds: the American Bar Association Standards for Criminal Justice, Fair Trial, and Fair Press, 3rd edition, the Colorado Rules for Professional Conduct, sections blah, 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 due process. Ms. Stauch is guaranteed the right to a trial by jurors who are fair and impartial. And, goes on to state that she doesn't feel she will get a fair and impartial trial, and so she filed that motion. Let's see what else. Then for preservation of physical evidence, defendant moves this court to order the office of the district attorney to preserve all physical evidence collected in this case, to include but not limited to any consumptive testing on blood tissue and body fluids, and requests a hearing prior to any consumptive testing and prior to the release of any evidence. As grounds, defendant states, defendant will be making independent evaluation of such items which are possibly material evidence and potentially exculpatory in this case, and which the defense may wish to have tested. The prosecution will be conducting tests on items of evidence that may be consumptive or destructive. The defense may wish to have an expert present. So this is standard step 2 about preserving the evidence. Okay. Preservation and production of law enforcement notes and recordings and other evidence. Okay, that's immediate production pursuant to productive order of any warrants and arrest affidavits. Objection to motion to unseal. Okay, so this is her objection to the motion to unseal the arrest affidavit, right? And it just says, numerous news media organizations filed a motion to unseal forthwith the affidavit of probable cause in the court file. If granted, the media's request would impinge upon Ms. Stauch's right to a fair trial by an impartial jury as protected by the 5th, 6th, and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution in Article 2, Section 16 and 25 of the Colorado Constitution. And therefore, Ms. Stauch, through counsel, objects. In support of this objection, she states the following. On February 28, 2020, Judge Rotolo signed an order sealing the arrest warrant and supporting affidavits in this case at the request of the prosecution. In its request to seal these documents, the prosecution indicated that investigation in this case was ongoing, and that if information supporting these warrants was released, it could jeopardize the continuing investigation, apprehension of suspects, and subsequent prosecution of the same. Judge Rotolo ordered that these documents shall be sealed until further order by the court. Less than a month later, multiple media petitioners have moved to unseal these documents, arguing that no proper basis exists for the continuing sealing of the affidavits of probable cause. The defense disagrees and objects. As an initial matter, the media petitioners wrongly argue that the media has a qualified First Amendment right to access to the search and arrest warrants in this case. Neither the United States Supreme Court nor the Colorado Supreme Court has ever reached this conclusion. While the media and the public have a qualified First Amendment right to attend certain proceedings in criminal matters, okay, and it just goes on and on here about, let's see, I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just trying to see if there's, if she says anything. Finally, Ms. Stauch disputes the media's contention that this court must make a finding that there are no less restrictive measures available to protect the defendant's fair trial rights, short of continued sealing. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, objection to expanded media coverage. these were all filed on the 12th, everything here. Request for sealing of the arrest warrant, request of actions from February 28th to March 12th, register of actions, order to seal the arrest warrant, order regarding expanded media coverage, order granting request for expanded media coverage for one pool camera for filing of charges to occur on March 11th, a decorum order, procedure for filing motions and responses, order for pretrial publicity, motion to unseal forthwith the affidavit of probable cause in support of arrest, motion to unseal, motion to the exhibits, okay, entry of appearance, objection of expanded media coverage, Exhibit 3 to objection to expanded media coverage, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 1, defense objection to motion to unseal the affidavit of probable cause, and I mean they've been added here on to this the people of the state of Colorado, not that they were filed in. I misspoke then. I don't want to have to delete the live. Let's see. Motion for immediate production pursuant to protective order of any and all warrants and arrest warrants. Okay, so yeah, I mean, see one thing here. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to see there. You're still going. Michelle, even if Harley is in there, it doesn't mean she was in on it. She could be a witness, you know, for them against her mother. That doesn't mean she was in on it. But what does Kathy from Texas say? You know some of the people on the Sunflower Brown. You know some of the people on the witness list. Which ones? From where? From law enforcement, or from the Petcos, or just Run Joey, Run Seasons in the Sun. Yeah, no, but didn't you hear what I said, Sassy? I was out and I wasn't able to craft, so I'm doing it tomorrow because I'm crafting tomorrow. And I think we're all crafting tomorrow. I have to make sure that's what we're doing. Are we doing a live craft tomorrow? And then I was going to craft something before, and that's when I'm going to rock out, Sassy. But I was out. I was out. But you know I love that stuff. And Jimmy already took it. Jimmy's already rocked out to it. I meant to say Harley is a witness against her mom. Oh, okay. I think people misunderstood you because you said in on it. That's what I thought somebody said in on it. I said she is on the list. Sorry, that's okay. No worries. It's okay. Super Carrie, I've never seen you. Are you joining us on the panel? Freya, I've seen that name before, Freya. It's okay, Michelle, it's okay. So, all right, I mean, what else did we, oh, I have to see what I won at the auction. Do you want to just quickly see? I'll show you what the price is, what those things ended up going for, because I'll just show you while I'm gonna look, because I am gonna look what everything went for in that auction real quick. Let me pull it up. I don't even know what I won because I can't log into the darn thing. Sorry, it's getting a little heated. I cannot log into it. Christmas tree shops sent me a message about the COVID. They're committed to our safety. What we're doing. They're introducing rigorous additional cleaning procedures. So all the retails are trying, don't stop. Okay. See, I'm pissed. If I didn't win my parlor table with my rocking squirrel, I am going to be so pissed, and I can't get in there to see it. I can just see what everything was realized for. Okay. All right, let me get to view the lot. It just, I don't know, it's not being nice. And then they usually send me an invoice for what I've got. I'll log in. Now you're letting me do it. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm scared to do this. I don't want to see what I didn't get. Oh. Hold on. I don't want to see this. Oh, I won the antique scale. Hold on a minute. I won that. Oh, I didn't win the two little stools. They went for $35. I'll show you. Oh, I missed my two-tiered table. I got the tins. I got all the tins. Oh, I missed my rocker. I got the pillow back chair. Okay. Oh, yes, I got that. Okay. But I missed my table. Oh, dang. I really wanted that. If I would have gotten the table, I would have been so happy. I missed it. It had a rocking squirrel. It had a rocking squirrel, and I missed it. And I needed that rocking squirrel. Can I show you the rocking squirrel? Let me show you the rocking squirrel. It went for... I'm so pissed. Nobody was bidding on this. No one. It was mine. I was going to decoupage that baby. And you see this squirrel? He goes in here and he rocks. Okay? See the squirrel? All of that came together. I wanted this table so freaking bad. Nobody was bidding in on it. And I even put a higher bid on it. And someone outbid me. Someone outbid me. So I'll tell you, that table, that went $12.50 for $12.50, all that stuff. And I missed it. Somebody bid $50 for these canning jars. I just can't even believe it. I'll show you what I did get. Okay, I won this. I'm so pissed. I wonder if the lady will trade me. I don't know why they call it a pillowback chair. We call it a Hitchcock chair. I won that. I'm really pissed at the other thing. I missed the other one, the other rocker thing. What else did I win? Oh, I won the tins above the oven, which they're all collectible tins, and they have the little Vermont House syrup tin that looks like a little cabin, and they have a bunch of tins up there. I got all of the tins. Here, I'll show you. Well, I actually got all of this stuff, but I'm going to just be leaving the other stuff somewhere, like at a store or something. I'll show you. Hold on. How did I get that over there with all the pictures? Hold on. I can't see the chat, so if you're talking to me, I can't see the chat. Oh, good. This time I did get it with all the pictures. Hold on a minute. Come on, get over there. Okay, I'll show you. Let me get to the chat so I can see if you have any ideas. No, it's done. It's done, Carrie Lynn. I missed it. I missed the rocking squirrel. I missed the table. I missed it. I'll never find a rocking squirrel again. Never. Never. But and Daybell and I were looking at this together, and she said, you have to get those tins up there. No, I bid on the table, and the table happened to come with a squirrel, and I thought it was a sign. I thought it was a sign that I was going to get that table because it just had a squirrel, and I didn't even know it had a squirrel. Okay, so how freaky is that? They had quilts. They did, Angie. I'll show you the prices that were realized on them in a minute. I'll show you them. I'll show you the prices. So I got all of this for $7.50. But all I want is this. This is all I want. Just this. But I had to bid on all of this to get this. So let's see. I wanted this tin. I wanted this one. This is a Nestle Tall House. I have that one. There are some, see, like none of this I want. I don't even know what any of that is. Yeah, I want the squirrel. I'm not going to get it for that price on Marketplace. And like none of this I want. So I'm just going to have to drop that off at the thrift store in town. This is what I bid on. I want these. Does anybody know what kind of tin this one is? I've been trying to figure this out. Does anybody know what kind of tin this one is? You love them? Do you live near me? I'll give them to you. I'll give them to you if you live near me. I won them and I don't want them. What Coke glasses? You saw Coke glasses in there? Where? There's Coke glasses in there? Where? I see nothing but wine glasses. Where do you see Coke glasses? No, not in eBay. A real auction near me, an online one. This is just a company that does them near me. Here, okay, I'll zoom in. Hold on a minute. No, how can I zoom in there? It won't let me even, hold on a minute. See, now I lost it. Now we're done. Now we lost, maybe if I just go here, hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's as much as it will let me zoom in. You're going to have to get really close to your screen. Okay? Get close to your screen. See, I'm trying to figure out what this tin right here is. I'm wondering why you can see the dining room through here. Does anybody understand that? Huh. This is a Coca-Cola tin. I can see that. Does anybody know what this carousel tin is? 2 rocking squirrels. What, Betty? What about danger? What are you talking about? No, I'm going to pick it up, Sassy, just like I picked up the dolls. Oh, it's pink, really? I would love them. I love vintage tins. I love vintage tins. It's a tea tin? Do you know what kind of tea it is? What about this? I've tried to look for carousel tins and I can't have one come up like this. Local, Carol. Local. Oh, to Scooter, you did not. You did not. I would be happy if you won that, because then I know that I could barter for it, but I know that the lady's not going to give it to me, whoever won it. What holds a bunch of crackers? This does? Okay, now somebody said they saw Coca-Cola glasses. I don't know where you saw Coca-Cola glasses. Where? These are Coca-Cola glasses? Where? Where are they Coca-Cola glasses? Oh, that's a mirror. Really old tins, really choking? I don't like rusty old ones, because we saw one at the antique shop and then I opened it up and it was like rusty old. I'll share that with you, Sassy. You just have to look. There's like auction zip, but I don't know how we came across this one. They actually do a lot of building materials, and then they did a few estates. No, I used them for my Coke when I was a kid. Oh, Mel. Okay. Okay, I thought you said they were Coca-Cola glasses. Okay, all right. If you want them, you like the jug? What is that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, it looks kind of like stoneware. I don't know. I don't know what, I didn't want any of that stuff. I had to take that stuff because I wanted the tins, and this is what they do to you. They show you the tins, but they say you've got to take the whole thing. You know, no piecemeal. They don't let you. So, like, all of that. That's ridiculousness. clove spiced tea tin. Do you know that? The ruby, yeah, the ruby is like the only thing that's nice in there. I think there's like 3 of them, right? 1, 2, 3 or something. And then I got, let me see. And then that's about the tins, right? Yeah, there's the tins. I don't know. I got all that for $7.50. Decoupage. Oh, Jimmy's gonna. You have to go there. I could make glitter candles. Okay, so let's look at what else. All right. It's local, Sunflower. Local. Local. Yeah, if they don't ship it, we got to go pick it up. That's where I went to get the dolls a couple of weeks ago. Okay, so let's see what else I got, okay? Don't laugh. Okay, when I show you what I got, I don't want to hear anything because I checked the prices of this stuff. Which tin? Where, Angie? Which one? Which tin? Tell me, which tin? This? No, at first I thought it was Holly Hobby, and it's not Holly Hobby. I don't know what it is. It looks like it has a ladder. It looks like a little village under here. This looks like a... What is this? This guy looks like British. This looks Christmas. This one has cherries or something on it. This is like, looks like a Campbell Soup girl or something. I don't know what that is. Gingerbread. This is a little milk can. I think this came with a flower arrangement. My mother used to have one, I think. This red one, I have no idea what this red tin right here is at all. This is a tall house. This is the little Vermont syrup. This carousel one, I have no idea what it's to. Not at all. Not at all. And then there's something here. And this is the Coca-Cola one. You have the Vermont cabin tin. You bought it new. Yeah, the new ones are not. I'll show you the difference in the new ones as opposed to the vintage ones. The new ones, they're white over here on this, and here they're silver. I love the tiny town, the little log cabin. It almost looks like a mermaid or something. Betty Crocker. What's Betty Crocker? Which one is Betty Crocker? Which one, Sharon? Which one is Betty Crocker? This is Betty Crocker? What? This is Betty Crocker? Which one is Betty Crocker? You have the gingerbread one? What was it from? What was it from, Sunflower? What was it from? The one with the girl is Kisses? Hershey's Kisses? This? What is this? Which is Betty Crocker? Which one? Oh, this one? Oh, okay. A vintage Churchill? I don't know. I have no idea. Is that what you're saying? A vintage Churchill? She had British tins. She had some British tins. I don't... Peppermints? Okay, let's go on to the next thing. I will decoupage some of them if I don't like the way they look. Let's go on to the next. Hold on, I've got to hang on for a minute. I've got to pull up the next thing. I am so pissed about that table. Maybe if I had been home, I wouldn't have missed it. Okay. Wow, the grandfather clock. I'm surprised it went that high. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys something. Before, okay. I want you to tell me, this is a check to see how good you guys are. Let me just figure out how I'm going to do this. Okay. I want you to tell me what you see in this pile. What do you see in that pile that you feel would be valuable? Just in that shot right there, that you think might be valuable. Or that, let me see, I can't get to the chat. What do you see in there? You see anything in there? The chair? What chair? Where's there a chair? There's no chair. But what do you think in there? Bingo, 2 Scooter got it. Yes, really, Sharon. Yes, really. Yes, really. It is. The vintage scale. There's a lot of them that don't even have this top piece, Sharon. Okay, they just have the bottom piece. I researched it all. And they're much rarer to have the whole basket. It is. It's a vintage baby scale. Yes, I'll show it to you. I did all the research. And I'll show you the other pictures of the lot. Hold on a minute. The round blue thing. This thing is a scale. I'll show it to you. Hold on. Let me get... Oh, you said it first? Oh, is that what you're saying? Not really? I thought I saw 2 Scooters say it first. Oh, sorry. I'll show you. Hold on. Let me see if I can open it in a... how did I get it over there? Let me see. Let me try to do that again. Open tab. How come it's not opening with all the pictures? All right, let me pull this over here. Come on, get over there and stay over there. Okay. So this basket has some promise because I'm not sure now. It's not a longer burger, but it may be some older basket manufacturer. This is nothing for me. This may be, that may be, and see, I can't tell if that's a really old longer burger. It might be that one right there. Or it might be there's a couple of other basket manufacturers like that, but that is a good basket right there. Just has to be cleaned. Oh, these came in the whole lot too. Look at the bunny. And I don't know what the heck this is. See this basket right here? I have this exact basket that I've had since I was a little girl. It used to be my Red Riding Hood basket. But wait a second. This one here, this, you can see the little nail holes there. That was probably a good basket. And then here you see that's the other one that's probably good. And this is the other rarer one there, if you can see it. I don't know if you can. Hold on, I can't see the chat, so I don't know what you're saying. You have that bunny, Sharon? Where'd you get it from? There's the baby scale. And prices on this scale that I've seen, they're at least, without the basket, I've seen them going for $100. With the basket, I've seen them go for $140 and over, depending on. But I'm not going to sell this basket. What I want to do is, I know you love my dolls, but I have a doll collection. I want to clean it up and put, that as a display. Because I have the Detecto baby scale that I actually used. It was my mother's. And I've used it with every baby I had. You know the Detecto baby scale? The vintage one from like 1940 something? I have that and I've used it. So I want to use that as a display. But this is another one. I've got to take it all. Got to take it all. So that I did win. All of that. Yeah, the bunny is cute. Where did you get it from? Your neighbor. So, okay, so that put a guess on what you think that I told you what I found the value of the scale to be. What do you think? What do you think I paid for that whole lot of stuff? Put your guess in. Go ahead. The tins, okay. Did you put your guess? Did I tell you what I paid for the tins? I think I already told you, right? So that would not be fair for you to guess that one. But I'm going to show you what everything went for. I think that's going to be more fun, okay? Here, I'll pull this over here. It went a little higher than that. It went a little higher than that, folks. People knew the worth. It went a little higher than that. It went $25. I won. That was my. I think that was the most expensive thing that I got was $25. $7.50 for the tins, and all that stuff in the cabinet that I'm not taking. Okay. So here's some of these things. Some of these things surprised me. $40 for this chair surprised me. $15 for that. Look at this. That was my table, the rocking squirrel. I'm so pissed about that. This whole thing, this wooden toy box and those trucks, $10. That wasn't bad. That went for $17.50 for the cart. The chimenea, I'm surprised, $80. And then this old grill, $75. Okay. So, and then what did those old flower pots go for? $7.50. Okay. And then what was this? I don't know what the heck. The outdoor decoration, $17.50. That's crazy. Okay, next stuff. Let's see. Some of this stuff is crazy. Croquet set, $40. Actually, my brother has it that my parents had, but I put a bid on it early on. These mineral rocks, they must have added those later. Mineral rocks, somebody paid $15 for those. Apple picker, somebody paid $25 for that. Baseball bats, hand truck. This is the horse, reminds me of the Brady Bunch horse. I'll show you this I can't believe somebody paid $25 for that. They sell that like brand new in Walmart, and you can get it on clearance. Phonograph went for $10. Pool balls, $15. Those dolls. Look at this. I had a bid on these, right? These were the bright, shiny ones. I only wanted these two. But it went too high for my blood. It went to $50. And I'm like, and then it was all a bunch of other stuff. And I'm like, I don't think so. Sleds, what is this? Wallace nutting print. I was at an auction once in real time, and there was this industrial fan. Well, some guy must have come from the city. He must have seen the listing. He bought that thing for over $3,000. It's the only thing he bought at auction, and people were bidding. They knew what that darn thing was. You would never. I would look at that industrial fan and think like, what the heck? And they came in droves to get that industrial fan, and it went for like $3,000. But that was at an auction that you actually sit there and you bid. Water, can you believe this? $17 for 5 cases of water. What's amazing, Angie? The ornaments, I have some of them from my mother. This I can't believe. Daybell's and I were looking. She's like, put in on the canning jars. You can do a lot of decoupage. I'm like, yeah. And I think I went up to like $10, and then somebody kept outbidding me, and I was like, I could buy those. I'm not going to spend $50 on those. Oh, the old ornaments, they are, but not, for that amount of money to me. Barbed wire, somebody went $10. Let's see. I don't know what the heck this locker thing was. I didn't want any of this stuff. Ammunition. Who needed ammunition? They had a lot of ammunition here. Fishing poles. Dog crates. Hold on, I'll show you. We'll get to the other stuff. Lighting fixtures. There are quilts in here. Somebody paid $5 for this one basket. Somebody paid $5 for these baskets. I can't believe somebody paid $75 for those chairs. Somebody paid $50 for this cart. I got scared. I was like, what have they been using that cart for? I won this. Again, some of you are going to say, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money that you pay. Go look for what these sell for. Just take a little look. Take a little look when you see that. Take a little look. Take a little look at what that sells for. Okay, and again, yes, Carolyn will be using that for her doll collection, and then maybe when I have a little grandbaby, I might put it in for a photo prop picture. So, what am I talking about? I'm pregnant. Maybe I will just put this baby in there for a photo prop. $75. 75, Stephanie, not 7. Where do you see 7? What chairs? Oh, these chairs? Oh, they need work, Stephanie. Look, they need a lot of work. Those chairs need a lot of work. That's very expensive to have to do these seats. They need a lot of work. Look. Some of them are like firewood. Like there's one good chair. Look, 2 good chairs maybe in there, in that whole hall, and you got to take them all. I mean, these are okay. I mean, it's definitely worth $750, but you've got to take all those chairs somewhere. Just see Jimmy. Jimmy would have a stroke. Okay. And a bunch of tools. This thing, I had a small bit on there. I'm like, oh, I could do projects up to $70. I'm not. No, it's okay. Aluminum juicer went for $20. I can't even believe it. What, Gigi? What's expensive? That rocker, yeah. I know. I love that rock. I love that rocker. And I think it'll make a great photo prop with a real little baby. It'll make a great I love photo props like that. I love them. I know, Angie, right? I was getting it for $2.50 first. Okay. But I can't believe I didn't get the table. Oh. But the table I can always get. That rocker I might not find. So I know I'm not going to find the squirrel, though. That's the kicker. Like this. I mean, this barrel went for $45. I got those from my neighbor. She gave them to me. And these went pretty high. I had a bid on these. I was going to put them on the porch and repaint them. But yeah, $40 each. I could get them new. I don't know. I think I can get these for. I just didn't. I don't know. Sometimes I'm weird. I'll show you what hold on. There are quilts in this lot. I had, see, this one, I was winning this for like $2.50. And then someone bid me up there. And I didn't know because I wasn't home. But I have a chair like that. My daughter has it actually in Brooklyn. They must have added, I didn't even see that. This I won. I won the chair here. Oh, that's a quilt. Is that a quilt? Yeah, a patchwork quilt. Yeah, that went for what, $50 for that quilt. Not sure the size. Here's a quilt rack, $7.50. There was one thing, I was bidding on this. This went for $20. The only reason I was bidding on this lot was because they had some tins. Well, they had these, which were pretty neat, vintage, but like these were kind of cute. But and this was neat. That's like a cast iron. I think it's like a doorstop. But and then they have the cast iron things. But I have those. I like the little deer. Just like the little deer. The copper bowl was okay. I was looking at this stuff for decoupage actually. Some of this stuff. They had a bunch of postcards and things, crazy stuff. And then they also had a couple of tins in here that looked really old, like this one. And I don't know what the heck this one was, but it looked like something nice under the dust. You got to look through the dust. It's tied though, so worthless. Oh, is that what they are? They're worthless, Sharon? Okay. I don't know anything about quilts. Why would that be worthless? I'm just wondering. $7.50 for this. These dolls went for $5. This was a for real pony thing. Some doll collectors go crazy for this stuff and they have their dolls on those, but I have a one that's similar. So see, now this table went for $7.50. I wanted the other table and I lost it. The two-tiered mahogany table that I was going to decoupage. I lost that table too. This is the thing right here. You know how much money I paid for this thing? I brought mine new. That's what saved my back. That's what saved my back when I had the herniated discs. I was in so much pain. I was dying. This back to life machine saved my life. Literally. And it went for $10 freaking. I won't even tell you what I paid brand new from the company. People don't know what the heck it is. That probably not. Turkey decoys. Remember we talked about Mark McGuire? I said to my son, I'm bidding on some Yankee memorabilia. And then he's like, Mom, what the heck is Mark McGuire there for? He's never played for the Yankees. This was their Yankee memorabilia right there. And this. And so because he couldn't tell me and I didn't know what the hell it was, I stopped at 40 because I'm like, I don't know what that is. And he never got back to me when I asked him about the thing. Sausage maker. So then, okay, well, look at these. If this is $25, it's probably this is not probably hand tied. This is, oh, that's cross stitch. I have some of those from my mother that she did them. She did a 3 Little Pigs thing like this that I have. Somebody cross stitched this stuff. Okay, so that one for 25. And this one, what is this? This went for 25, but that's not, that looks like machine done, right? I'm not an expert, but to me it does. Yeah, that's a machine quilt, right? I mean, that's like just a, oh, look, and it's got a stain. That's not good. It's got 2 stains. Eek. These are not in that good condition. The ones at the other auction were in much good condition. Polly, if craft night, if it's tomorrow, we're doing a free-for-all craft night. You can bring whatever craft you want. A lot of us do decoupage. And so if you do decoupage, yeah. What's not going to happen, Melmo? What's going on? That looks, which one looks hands quilted? Which one? The one that I said was a machine, the one with the stains? Which one? This one? This one looks hand to me, but it's got flaws in it. The other auction had much nicer quilts. These quilts have been through the ringer. They've seen better days. The other auction, the other one that I got the dolls at, had much, much, much better quilts. Yeah, this is a tied one, right, you said? And they're damaged. The other auction had beautiful quilts that, like, I mean, they were in much better condition. This would be not the auction for quilts. I know I won other things. Okay, there's my tins that I won in that whole cabinet, $7.50. I can't believe that pool table went for $3.25. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. All these old postcards and everything, and pictures, they went for $50. They were all in cellophane, and there was a marriage book there too. That was, let me see, was that the marriage book? No, there's this marriage book that was there. Maybe it's over here. That was a really interesting thing. The marriage book. This I lost. This one I lost. No one was bidding on it until the very end, I guess. Yeah. I wanted to decoupage that, but that I'm not that I can find another one, I'm sure. Look at that saddle. Can you imagine using that? The saddle purse. These are, milk bottles, they're going like crazy around here. In the antique shops, they charge so much for them. That looks like an antique noisemaker right there, or is that a top? Oh, it's a top. That was an antique, if you like antique kitchen stuff. That probably, somebody probably really liked that. And this stuff. They like to display it in vintage kitchen stuff, right? That one for 70. Deer heads. Turkey. Mel found your tin. You found my tin? Which one? Which one, Mel? That I want. Which one, Mel? No vintage sewing machine's not there. These washboards, I can't believe it. So many washboards, and I paid what I paid $1 for mine. Apparently, which one? Apparently the tins are from 1990, rare and price on Etsy. Which one though, Mel? Which one? Hi, 80s girl. How are you? Now, something in here, like you look at these and then you see the ones that go high, and you know that somebody in there saw something, like on this one. Somebody saw something in here, and they're like, they bid it up. I don't know. To me, that's probably this. I don't know. I have a lot of that stuff. A lot of stuff like that from the carousel tin. Oh, the carousel tin, and it's from, what did you say? It's from Tim's? Do you know what was in that tin, or was it just a tin? Look, this one went for $2.50. Nobody bid up on that. But look, you know what I mean? But that's the same. I don't know why they didn't put that in the other lot of chairs, right? Because they put 2 of those in there, so they should have put those with the $7.50. And I was looking at this, but then this went. I was like, I think I went up to like $17.50 or $20 on this, but then it started going up, and I'm like, yeah, that's okay. Pony saddle on that's $65. The banjo clock, whatever that is. I'll show you what else I lost. I lost the stools. The stools, somebody was bidding these freaking things up. I did keep putting my bid up, and I put a reserve in there, but those went for $35. It had biscuits in it. I wonder if it's the biscuits that Daybell's got me, because she got me a new carousel tin this year. It's a holiday candy tin. Do you know what kind of candy came in there, Mel? If you're not doing anything. Just joking. Thank you. How did you find it? Yeah, and the rest is going to be garage stuff, but yeah. Oh, I'll show you what you were all guys worried about me winning. Let's see what the buggies went for, okay? $600, okay? And you guys were so afraid I'd win it. They were so afraid I was going to win this for $2.50, my husband included. Well, how are we going to get that home? And I kept saying, do you think I'm going to win that for $2.50? And people were worried about that. Look, I'm like, I'm not going to win that for $2.50, even though I was for quite a few days. And I said, the wheels alone would be worth that, right? It went for $600. Okay, and then I got outbid on this one. It went for $2.75. So, yeah. I cannot believe these canoes. Sometimes it amazes me what people pay for these. My neighbor, you know the guy with the drones and stuff? He gave us one of these for free last year, and we already have one. He gave us another one for the boys. This exact canoe. Actually, his was better because his was like a limited edition. It had like a border stripe here, Native American border stripe, but it was the same brand. You actually searched merry-go-round tin? Oh, really? Okay. Horses, yeah. I said I'll get a horse if I have to get that home. My mother, years ago, we have one of these. You see this right here? We have one of these in the basement of our lake house. And we took it out for pictures all the time. My mother bid on one at an auction years ago when I was like 4 years old. And then my father probably said exactly the same thing. Like, what are we going to do with that? And we had great times with that. We would pull it around the lake. We had people sit in there and we would hand pull it like a rickshaw, like in Asia. Oh, we had great fun with it. We had great fun. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I lost the rocking squirrel. What am I going to do, right? You win some, that's the definition of you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose a rocking squirrel. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. You just lose the freaking rocking squirrel. And cry to the cows. People think they're getting a good deal at an auction. Yes, some people don't do their research. And some people do. Like that guy that $3,000 for that industrial fan. And then he left. So I knew that he was like a big time guy from Manhattan that came up from like some auction house. Because I guess they think like, oh, the country bumpkins, they probably figure like they're stupid, they're dumb. And they'll let something go. Like that antique baby scale. That could easily, somebody could take that in an antique shop and put that, and have made a good deal on that. It's lambrick, but it's only in New York, Angie. Are you in New York? They only do like New York, Pennsylvania. Lambrick. It's like local auctions. You remember that house I showed you? That went for $51,000, the house. When Jimmy and I went there to pick up the stuff, they go, do you guys want to go through and look at the house? And Jimmy, what do you think Jimmy says? What do you think he says? That was our date night. Like we called it our date night because they're joking because we never get out alone. But my daughter was home and Luke was at a friend's house and she was home with Ethan. So we got out alone. So we're joking around. I said, people on Facebook would say we're on a date, Jimmy. We should really play it up. So we go in there and she goes, you guys want to look at the house? You want to put in a bid? And of course, Jimmy says, no. And then I said to Jimmy, oh, you should have said yes. And then we could have did it live and let everybody see it live. And then he said, do you want to go back in? And then I was like, no. But it went for $51,000. I don't know, Sharon. I'm not sure because I don't know exactly what's going on for tomorrow. I just want to make sure that we're all on board for. It's either going to be Friday or Saturday, but I think I want it to be Friday. I think so. I think we will. Jimmy's mentioning something about sneakers, so I don't know. I just want to make sure. So they would definitely purchase that van. What is it's here? Here we have a lot of industrial modern bars. Yeah, well, that's probably what it was. He was probably because he just came in. He didn't bid on one thing, and then they brought out this industrial fan. But that auction was a lot of, like, I paid for 3 chairs, like, and I paid a lot of money for them. I paid probably far too much. Paid like $40 for 3 chairs, and it was far too much. Some auctions you get a lot of dealers at, and you don't get a good deal. This so far, these are like in far out places and not like that you go there. I think you get a better deal on the online because the other guys want to go up there, bid on it, and take it home the same day. But I wish they were having another. They're not having, like right now it's all building. They sell like new kitchen cabinets and new countertops and new flooring. That's what they mostly do with this auctioneer. Sometimes he gets these estate sales where they auction the house and then they auction all the contents separately. That's the dolls and stuff came from that other house. And that house was really well kept and everything was impeccable. As you can see, that doll I had is just like never even been, like the ribbon has never been untied. And the other one was a Lee Middleton, which I have to show you. Who subscribed? I can't see because I have to move my dog because people wanted my dog out of the way. They didn't like my dog. No, it won't work. I don't know who subscribed. I can't say thank you. My mouse is not working. Thank you so much, Lori Staggs. Did I forget to say thank you for the super chat? Thank you so much, Lori Staggs, for the super chat. You always make me smile or laugh when I need it. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Lori Staggs. Thank you so much. I hope you're still here or that you hear this. I'm really ashamed of myself. I just see it now that I missed that. And thank you, Cold Mountain Picks, for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you, Lori Staggs. You sent me an email? Okay, good, thanks. Yes, my sneakers, I've already bought a second pair of them. I haven't opened them yet. I love my sneakers. He's talking about for Ethan's going to be running track. Though, maybe not. You've never been to New York? Where do you live, Angie? Is that what it was? Maybe that's why I know it. Maybe. For some reason, yeah. It's sticking with me. It's sticking with me. You're not panicked. You're self-isolating. That's good. They're not Skechers, they're Nikes. I wear them every day. I got here for Christmas at 12. I loved her. You got who for Christmas at 12? Who are you talking about? Who? Good night, Sharon. Thank you. Oh, he was ahead of his time dumpster diver, it sounds like, Cammie. You were born in California, you moved to Arkansas. Oh, you're Lee Middleton newborn? Yeah, I have a few of Lee Middletons, but mostly my bigger dolls are Masterpiece Galleries. Would love to go to New York. So craft night is open style. Yeah, I think it's an open style because we don't have an instructor right now, and everybody's just going to come do their thing. Maybe everybody, like if you're good at something, we could showcase you. You know. Oh, but I wanted to say to Elise, I don't know if you're still on, Elise. How are you doing? What time is it in the Netherlands? Does anybody know what time it is in the Netherlands? Where is our Anna Nelson? Anna Nelson, I hope you're doing okay. I'm worried about Anna Nelson as well. I hope you're doing okay, Anna Nelson. Please let me know. DIY one. Yeah, sure. Come on over, Auntie Cuckoo. Come on over. I got the windmill tonight, but mine didn't have a welcome. It had a bell. And there were two different colors. There was like a silvery one and then the one that looked like it was rusted. And they don't move, and that's why I didn't get it, but I got it this time because you said there was a DIY. And I got the round glass things. You want Barb to teach us how to make a blanket? Is she willing to do that? And Barb, tomorrow I'm going to do a happy mail because I have happy mail from Barb. I have happy mail from Whisper to Me that Jimmy started to rip open. Okay, it's behind me. Can you see that right there behind me? Jimmy started to rip it open. Yeah, and then he goes, oh, shoot. I think it's happy mail. He's always so much into my things. Because I get a lot of stuff sent to me from the blog, and if he sees it's electronics or something, he's right on it. So he was right on that, and sorry, Whisper to Me, but I didn't look yet. I didn't peek, and he didn't either. He just stopped opening it. What happened to tutorials? We're open to tutorials, but we don't have any instructors right now. If we have an instructor, that's great. Come to the head of the chat. Come on to the head of the chat. You bought 2 of the butterfly garden stakes. The butterfly garden. Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, you bought the stakes? Yeah, what did I get at the Dollar Tree? Oh, crappity crap. Oh gosh, I thought I bought something that was perishable. No. What did I buy? I'm trying to think because I left most of it in the car. I brought in the groceries that I had to wash. Something's telling me I brought something that should come in. I don't know. Oh, another big news. They have the digestives with the chocolate at ShopRite. And guess what? ShopRite that's normally clips you. This is what I mean. They were on sale. And they were less than I would buy them on Amazon or at the British Food Depot. And they were less than Christmas tree shops, which I can't believe. I believe they were less than Christmas tree shops. I think they are. I believe so. But these don't just come in the little paper, the plastic wrapper. They come inside a box, but they're the same brand and they're the same digestive, but they're packaged differently, and they've got the little UK flag on the back. $2.99 a box. I was thrilled. I bought 6 or 8 boxes. I was out of my mind. Out of my mind. And I went back to the Bella Vita aisle just to see if I missed there were none like that. So, yeah. Barb is here. Barb sent me a package. I have a package sitting behind me from Barb. Barb sent me a package. She doesn't come on late at night. She sleeps. Barb sleeps. She watches the replays in the morning. Or the afternoon. or maybe even the early evening. I don't know, but she sleeps at this time. I could teach the string eggs. I mean, we could do string eggs. It's messy. If you want to do string eggs, you'd need like that crochet floss or embroidery thread. You'd need balloons like in small egg shapes, and you need a bunch of glue and water. Your hubby just got out of bed and said, "You got up for Carolyn? You got up for Carolyn?" My kids flipped out that I was up all night last night. Yeah, I have to go to bed too, but I wanted just to, yeah, I bet you have. And you can do them all different kinds. Oh, but I'm going to do something else with the eggs. Oh, that's what I got at the, yeah. I have a new decoupage thing to do too. You can do them really, really big. And as long as you do use a lot of string, you can cut it open, put grass in it, and you can put treats in there and hang it. Or you could put a little scene in there and hang it. Nobody ever told me how to make those little sugar eggs again that my neighbor used to make when we were kids. She gave one to my sister and used to look through the little hole, and there was a little bunny inside. And then I used to like pick at the sugar. I don't know where that thing used to be on our dresser forever. I don't know how we didn't get ants or anything. So what else is the other thing? Yeah, or you could make them small, and you do it around a balloon, right? You just wrap string. It's very messy. The first time I did it, Ethan was like 4 or 5 years old. I thought we were going to do the craft together, right? So I'm like, "Oh, Ethan, look, Mommy and you were going to do this craft." And he's like, "Oh, good, a craft, right?" And Luke was too little. He was probably napping. And I showed it to him, and he goes, "You know what he does? Ew, icky." Ew. He does not like getting his hands like sticky or messy. So he sat down, maybe I even have an old video of it, and he was like, "Oh, this is gross. Mommy, I don't want to do this." Okay, so yeah, then I don't force my kid. That's it. Okay, don't do it. But I did it. And I went to town doing it. I mean, I was just making string eggs. Well, you know how I get obsessed on some things. I made a lot of string eggs, and then I strung them up as like a garland. But I never did the treat thing. That year I was going to town. I think that was one of my earliest years in blogging. It wasn't my first or second or third. It was probably my fourth or fifth. But it was the first time probably I was going like all out. I think that was the whole Mod Podge series that I did, and I did the chair. I think it was because my two babies were at the age where they were a little bit more that, like I had a little more time. Like probably I think Ethan started to go to preschool, and Luke was, really good. So I had time to do stuff, and I just went whole hog on the crafts, and a lot of it involved glue and Mod Podge. So I made a bunch of string eggs, and then you pop the balloon. But you know what else I saw you could do? And you can do this. You could put saran wrap on a bowl, okay? You could put saran wrap on a bowl, and then they like wrap the string. I don't know how I think they have to go around this way, because if you go around that way, then you cut off the top. But somehow they either go back and forth, they go around. I don't know. I see. And then they let it dry, and the saran wrap lets it come off, and they've made this bowl. And Daybell's told me she bought cement because some lady was making, I don't know what she was making, cement. What was she making out of cement? She said she was doing something with cement, like she was putting saran wrap on something and then even using a doily so that it left the impression. And then she was making, I think they were plant stands or something. She bought the cement and everything, but she didn't do it yet. But she bought a bunch of stuff to decoupage too. She bought like a case, I think she said, of glass plates. You don't like your hands icky? Oh, then you probably wouldn't do the string eggs. It's not for everybody. It's not that bad. You have to get like a bowl of glue, and then you put the string in, and you take the string and the string's out, and you kind of like wipe it with your hand a little bit, and you start wrapping around the balloon. And if you don't like popping balloons, but it's okay, I'm telling you, because the balloon gets coated with Mod Podge, it gets like a hard shell on it, and it doesn't pop the way like, it doesn't go pop, it's not the scary pop. It actually, the air escapes quite slowly. It's not a jarring pop at all. Nothing like the biscuits or anything in those round things that scare people to death. Stepping stones this summer? I am going to do some sewing tutorials for the beginning sewers because that's what I am, but it's hard because I'd have to get the whole setup like somewhere else or like be on Zoom. But see, and that's another thing. Then if I go on Zoom and I don't go on the master station and I go upstairs, then if somebody needs something or somebody needs me to do something, I gotta go run all the way down and fix that, then get back up. That's what happened the last time when I used to be on the other side. And that was just the other side of the kitchen. But what does Renee say? Your daughter-in-law made you a memorial stepping stone for your fur baby. Oh, that's nice, 80s girl. Your daughter-in-law? Wow, I didn't know you had a daughter-in-law. My Miss Six has just started knees, and all their badges are sewn on. My Miss Six has just started keys, and all their badges are sewn on. I'm guessing it's like Girl Scouts with the badges, and is that what you're talking about? I think we used to hot glue ours on, really, because back then I didn't, or my mother would sew them on. No, I could hand sew them on, but I don't remember what we did. I think we would hot glue them in place and then sew them. Your kids are grown up? How many do you have? They're all married? Oh, sorry to hear that, Michelle. I lost 2 fur babies too in October and November. Oh, string eggs. Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts. Oh, okay. Oh, you're Renee Bird. I thought you were Renee Nay. And I'm like, Renee Nay, I didn't know you had a 6-year-old. Okay. I saw that 80s girl, but that, you still have your Westie, right? I sent you something on that thread that I was so sorry. I'm sorry. Was that a Maltese? Was she a Maltese? One is married and the other one will soon be. Oh, wow. So the kids are still in school, Carolyn. Which kids? I have 5, Auntie Cuckoo. My 2 little ones are still in school, yeah. You mean the schools didn't close? No, they didn't close, but they're closed tomorrow, but not due to this. Due to a it was a arranged thing, but I guarantee you they're going to talk about it because somebody in here who doesn't live far from me but in another state said that their schools are going to be closed for 3 weeks. And I know that if schools around us are going to close, then we'll follow suit, I bet. Wait a minute. That was your Westie? 80s girl? I'm lost. The little dog that I saw pictures of looked like a Maltese or a Bichon. Oh. Yours are closed, Tanya? It was quite traumatic. Oh yeah, it's very hard. It's really not good. Very hard. You never had a Westie. You always think he is. Oh, wow, there's one picture that I thought you had a Westie. You must think I'm crazy. I'm sure you already do, but wow, you should have told me. You never had a Westie. Oh, wow, you had a Maltipoo all the time. Wow, I'm sorry. Did you just have the one? Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. Your hubby is supposed to travel to Colorado. Wait a minute. Renee Bird, you're not Renee, are you? That's really weird. You're in New Zealand? That is so weird, Renee. Because Renee is from Colorado. That's bizarre. And you're in New Zealand? That is so weird. Hi, Des Harris. You have the sniffles? You're having surgery? When are you having surgery? You have a surgery? When are you having surgery? On your jaw? They can't operate on you if you're sick. They won't do it. They set my son back for when he had to have his tonsillectomy. I was so pissed because he had allergies. And they got us all the way in, all the way prepped, the whole freaking way. And then they go, I don't want to. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm pissed because they were being extra cautious. I was pissed that they waited that long. That they completely prepped him. They were wheeling him to the OR, and then they said the anesthesiologist doesn't want to do it because. And then it ended up that they finally found out he wasn't sick. Half the reason he was having the tonsillectomy and the adenoidectomy was because he had such severe allergies and it was causing such problems. And then they waited like another 2 weeks and then they operated. We went through the whole thing again. But they had even given him the tranquilizers, okay? So that when they said we could go, he was so groggy. I remember we had to stop at the pet store for something. And oh my gosh, it's like those, where they take those videos. Well, that we didn't have it at that time, but that's what it was like. He doesn't even have any memory of it. Kind of like after I picked Jimmy up from his colonoscopy when Ethan was like 3 months old. He has no memory of buying a refrigerator with me or going to look at the pictures I had taken or anything. He has no memory of it. Or a very sketchy memory of it. Oh, it's that kind of surgery. It's just oral surgery? Oh, I thought you meant, okay. just woke up and here's Carolyn still on. I thought it was the one where they were breaking your jaw. Not that oral surgery is a picnic. I'm saying I thought you were going into the hospital and they were breaking your jaw. Which would be. You're going to record him? Aren't you sweet? Where's Two Scooter? Two Scooter, did everything go okay with your colonoscopy? You got rain and there is much dirt in the air. It gives you sniffles. But why do they have you on antibiotics? Not yet. Still, you have to get braces first. Oh, braces first. Thank you, Hoosier Smiles, for subscribing to the channel. But what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's late. Carolyn, do you have a set time for craft tomorrow? No, not yet. I just have to check out that Jimmy doesn't have any other plans, but probably about like last, what do we do, 9:30, something like that? Our time or some 9:30, something like that. Right. Yeah, of course, I know that. But I thought no, never mind. You don't understand. I know about the infection. I thought he was saying because he had the sniffles. I'm well aware of that. My wisdom teeth were impacted, and I've had an abscess in one where I had to have it pulled, and yes, you have to be on antibiotics. I know that. People are freaking out. They're starting to lock down stuff in Colorado. Like what? You know what, though? I said it to you guys last night. I said we're very lucky that we're able to have communication with each other all across not only the United States, all across the world, that we're able to come on and have fun with each other at a craft night. Because can you imagine being shut in and, you know, I mean, you'd have your phone, but you have a limited number of people, right, to call. And if you're shut in for 3 weeks or for whatever, you know, at least we have social interaction in this way. You have mitral valve. Yeah, my brother has mitral valve prolapse, and so does my sister, but they don't put my sister on antibiotics anymore for some reason. I think they don't. I think she told me that she doesn't have it anymore. I don't know. I don't know what she said about it. Oh, you're speaking to someone else? Oh, you're getting misunderstood all around tonight, aren't you? Wow. Okay. No problem. Oh, you're welcome, 80s girl. Great to have you here. I'm sorry again about, I know how bad that is. Hey, Jetta. So, what was I going to say about that thing? I really wonder about Elise. Does anybody know what time? Maybe Diana knows. Diana, do you know what time it is in the Netherlands right now? Diana, did you hear about Elise? She's really scared and in the hospital with that virus in the Netherlands, and she's a nurse, and they're talking about putting her on a ventilator. She has underlying conditions. Did you get my card? No, I just got home before I got on here. I was washing groceries and everything. I keep thinking of La Bamba says, yeah, I know. So Please keep Elise Kay in your prayers, because for those of you that came in late, I'm just hi Corey. You know, you can go, it's 10:15 a.m. in the Netherlands. All right, let me see what's going on at the emails. I'll just read this to you again for those of you that are late. Hi, dear Carolyn. Will you please ask the Ramblers community to pray for me? I'm infected with the coronavirus and I'm so afraid. I'm quite ill and admitted to the hospital. I have a very high fever and I have some trouble breathing. I'm on a lot of oxygen, but still my saturation is low. I'm a nurse myself, so I know it's not a good sign. At the moment, the doctors are discussing if I need to be put on a ventilator. I have a heart condition, asthma, and several autoimmune diseases. Among them, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Isn't that the same as you have too? Yes, I have Hashimoto's. I still hope I'm strong enough to fight this virus. You are, Elise, I'll tell you again. I believe in prayers, so it would mean a lot to me if you could put me on the Mommy Ramblings community praying list. Norway is one of the countries in the world with the highest percent of infected people. We are on lockdown now. From today, every kindergarten, school, and university is closed. Every concert or gathering of more than 50 people is canceled. Everyone is told to stay indoors for 2 weeks, but for me, the advice came too late. I was probably infected when I helped an elderly lady that fell, walking off a cruise ship in Oslo 2 weeks ago. She was from Italy. We now know several people on that cruise ship were infected. I hope you and your family will go clear of this virus. I also hope whomever are so crazy that they call the police to your house stop their craziness. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm in the hospital. I thought of it yesterday when listening to you, that your voice to me is a remembrance of that something in my life is still like it used to be. I hope that what I wrote is understandable. It took me 2 hours because I'm so low on energy. But since you and your community have been an important part of my life for quite some time, I felt a need to write to you and tell you about my situation. Your Norwegian friend, Elise K. Okay, so please keep Elise there in your prayers. And for Elise, okay. That's lovely. Thank you, Apple Snapple. Okay, so let me put this up. Prayers of healing, love for all. Very nice. Oh, Millie Mel sent me something. Okay. Now, let me see here. Wow, Melly Mel, you're good. It was a cookie tin that Mel Mel sent. Hey, I'll put this over there. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Mel Mel's pretty good. She found it. It says, what does it say? Carousel cookies. Carousel cookies. Thanks, Mel Mel. Thanks, Mel Mel. And prayers for all, healing for all, and love. And so Elise is not, I hope Elise is doing okay. All right, I've got to put Elise in the prayer group. I'm going to put Elise's message in the prayer group. So, all right. I guess we'll go off now. Hey, Pat, what sites do I use for what? For what? For what, Pat? I don't know what we're talking about. I don't even know if you're talking to, maybe you're talking to someone else? Maybe you're back. Pat might be back in the chat. She might be back in the chat. Oh, well, this happens to be a local company, but you can go to, if you want to find local ones in your area, you can go to Auction Zip. Just put in Auction Zip, ZIP. And you'll find, you put in your zip code and it'll show you auctions by you. I don't know how we found this auction, if it was that way or if it was, because this place usually has like new building supply auctions. Like they have like tremendous like amount of doors and kitchen cabinets and windows and, you know, toilets and stuff like that. We've never gone to one of those. But then we got on their mailing list or something, and then they started to have a couple of estate auctions, and that one with the doll was the first one that I ever won anything at, that I really followed through, and this is the second. From the USA. Where are you from, Hoosier? You're not from the Hoosier state? Oh, you've been looking? Did you go to Auction Zip? You can't find any? What state are you in, Pat? What state are you in? Oh, you are in Indiana. Okay. Do I not look like I'm from the United States, Hoosier? That I'm in the United States? You're in Ohio? You should have a lot by you. You should have a lot by you. I think so. I'll see if I can send you some links. All right, I'm going to go. Everybody have a good night. Don't panic. Use precautions. Try, just do your best. You notice that, see, one thing, I go shopping at night. There's very few people out when I go. You don't want to go in massive crowds, okay? Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Wash your groceries if you have to when you get home. And just stay safe. Say a prayer. And You know, enjoy life. Enjoy life. And pray for Elise and anyone else that's going through a tough time. All right. Thank you to the moderators for coming. Thank you all for being here. Everybody have a good night. Take care. Sweet dreams. Good night. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. God bless. Love you. I don't know how I get out of here. How do I get out of here? Oh gosh, I'm wearing the same shirt the first time I went live and I couldn't get out of here. Isn't that crazy? Okay, I figured it out. It wasn't that.